multifamily mindset.
Podcast. Think bigger.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Multifamily Minute. I'm Kyle Brown, and today we're diving into the next step of our sales framework, the letter E, which stands for Embrace Objections. Now, if you're anything like me, your first reaction to objections might have been to try and avoid them or feel a bit defensive. But here's the thing that Tyler taught me, and he teaches a lot of us within the network. Objections are actually gold mines for deeper conversations and real trust building. So let's talk about what it really means to embrace objections. Well, when someone brings up a concern, it's actually a good sign. I mean, think about it, right? If they weren't interested, they wouldn't even bother bringing up their worries. They'd probably just smile, nod, walk away, right? But when they ask questions or express doubts, it shows they're seriously considering what you're offering. So instead of feeling anxious, we can see these objections as a signal that they're engaging. It's an opportunity for us to show that we're not just here to close a deal, but to truly help them. So let's just get into how to embrace objections effectively, starting with something called a response block. A response block is basically a way of addressing potential concerns before they even bring them up. It's like saying, hey, I get it. You might be wondering about this. And then you address it right off the bat. When you handle a concern proactively, it shows you're aware of what they might be thinking, and it takes the power out of the objection. So, for example, if you know that they might be hesitant about market stability, you can say something like, I understand that market trends might seem uncertain, and a lot of people are cautious. Here's how we approach that. By the time you're done, you've already neutralized a big concern they might have had. This proactive approach is super effective because it shows you that you understand their perspective and you're not avoiding tough topics. Now, once you've laid some groundwork with the response blocks, you're ready to dive deeper into their specific objections. That brings us to the next step of understanding. Because to really embrace objections, we need to understand what's truly behind them. Sometimes, when they say what they say isn't the full story. So try to ask clarifying questions like, can you help me understand what's causing that concern? This is where empathy comes in. It's not just hearing the words, it's about understanding where they're coming from emotionally. So let's say a client or investor says that they're worried about cash flow. There could be so many reasons behind that statement, from a past experience that maybe just didn't go right, and now they have a general fear of risk, right? By digging a little deeper with genuine curiosity, you'll uncover the why behind their concern, which is crucial for helping them overcome it. Once you understand what's driving your concern, the next step is just to validate it. Validating it might be one of the most powerful parts of embracing objections. You just validate their concern. Don't get me wrong, validating is different from agreeing. It's simply just acknowledging that what they feel is real and it makes sense. So when you say things like, hey, that's a valid concern, you can add on to that by saying, this is a valid concern. A lot of people I've worked with feel the same way at first. This validation lets them know, hey, you're not alone, and that their worries are legitimate. When you validate their concern, you're saying, I see you, I hear you. And that is huge for building trust. Most people expect a sales pitch to push back or to downplay their worries, but by validating, you're letting them know that you're on their side. Once you validated their concerns, the next step is to isolate the true objection. Now, isolating the objection helps us figure out if they've raised the real concern or if it's just the tip of the iceberg. A simple way to do this is by asking someone something like, if we could find a solution for whatever their concern is, would you feel ready to move forward? This helps you see if there are other issues at play or if this is the main thing that is holding them back. By isolating the objection, you get a clearer path moving forward. It's like finding the core issue that needs addressing so they feel fully confident about taking the next step. So with all this, let's just bring it all together. Embracing objections is about seeing them as opportunities to strengthen trust, not as roadblocks. By using response blocks, digging to understand their concerns, validating their feelings, and isolating the true objection, we end up really creating a partnership with our clients rather than just making a sale. Remember, objections are a sign that they're interested and engaged, so don't shy away from them. Embrace them. One thing that you guys might have noticed within these past few episodes is I'll refer to our investors as clients, and yeah, they are clients for sure. But it just goes to show that this spans just further outside of the multifamily space. You don't have to limit it to just this space. But in any case, I appreciate you guys for tuning in to this episode of the Multifamily Minute. I hope you feel empowered to handle objections with confidence and empathy. Remember, sales is about service. And when we embrace concerns, we show our clients that we're committed to helping them make the best decision for their future. Stay tuned for our next episodes where we'll explore the final S, which is solve together. Until next time, keep those conversations open and those ears even more so. See you guys soon.
Multifamily mindset.
Podcast. Think bigger.